It's time for North Myrtle Beach Chiefs baseball on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network, and it starts right now.
Good afternoon and welcome to North Myrtle Beach Chiefs baseball right here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. I am Brandon Biscobing. I will be giving you all the action as we have a Friday matinee game, afternoon baseball here in North Myrtle Beach, and it's Masters Week, so normally it's Championship Sunday, but tonight, or this afternoon rather, it is Championship Friday, as the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs get ready to take on the Socastee Braves in the championship game of the Mingo Bay Classic. Chiefs come into this game winning their two matchups of the tournament. The first matchup for the Chiefs was a 10-0 win over Lakewood. And then last night, a 9-2 win over Lake City, which got them into the championship game. Some speculation that they were not going to be able to get into the championship game as a result of them, along with Myrtle Beach and Carolina Forest, only playing 2 games in the tournament. But as a result of whatever metric, not sure what metric exactly the coordinators of the Mingo Bay Classic were using, but they determined that the Chiefs were eligible for the championship game, and they will face off against the Socastee Braves in this championship game this afternoon. North Myrtle Beach comes in as the number two team in 4A, according to the South Carolina Baseball Coaches Association, are currently in this week's Max Preps rankings. We're ranked 15th in South Carolina and ranked 5th in 4A. And they will face off against the number 10 Socastee Braves, ranked 10th according to the South Carolina Baseball Coaches Association, and they come in with an outstanding record this season, currently sitting at 16-1. And they will look to continue their hot play this season. They've been absolutely dominant thus far this year. They come into this game ranked first in South Carolina according to Max Preps. And of course, as a result of that, first in 5A. And like I mentioned, they've been absolutely on fire this season. And these two teams, this is a rematch. We talked about last night with Lake City, it being a potential revenge game for them and them trying to pay the Chiefs back for the Chiefs beating them in the Coastal Invitational Tournament. And this is a rematch of that tournament's championship game. These two teams seem to love facing each other in championship games because earlier in March, the Chiefs faced off against the Braves in the Coastal Invitational Tournament championship game, with the Braves winning a nail-biter 9-8. And the lineups are about to be announced. We'll go through the lineups for you right now as well. First, for the Socastee Braves, it will be number 4, Trey Rocky, the left fielder, leading off. Batting second and playing third base will be Ethan Brecky. Batting third and playing center field is Maddox Smith. Batting cleanup and catching is Cade Bird. Batting fifth and playing first base will be Jordan Murphy. Batting sixth and the designated hitter is Hayden Johnson. Batting seventh and playing right field is Lake Jones. Batting eighth and playing second base is Andy Hartis. And rounding off the lineup for Socastee is the shortstop, Rocco Wojcik. Pitching for Socastee will be Jacob Daniels. And now for the Chiefs, leading it off and playing second base will be J.J. Velez. Batting second and playing shortstop is Jomar Lugo. Batting third and playing first base is Burgess Gerganis. Batting cleanup and being the designated hitter tonight, this afternoon, is Luke Rice. Batting fifth and playing right field is Anderson Boyers. Batting sixth and playing third base is Kevin Rivera. Batting seventh and playing center field is A.J. Vereen. Batting eighth and playing left field is Grayson Simpson. And rounding it off and catching is Caden Kingston. And pitching this afternoon is Cam Freeman. He's had a great season thus far. 4 games, 3-1 record, 1.4 ERA. In 20 innings pitched, 11 walks, 36 strikeouts. And in his last outing against South Florence, he was very effective. 6 innings pitched, only allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, both of those earned, 3 walks, and 11 strikeouts. That'll just about get us towards the national anthem, so we'll step aside real quick as we step aside for the national anthem, and then we'll be right back for first pitch of the championship game of the Mingo Bay Classic right here on North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back to North Myrtle Beach Chiefs baseball right here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network as Cam Freeman takes the hill and starts his warm-up throws, and we are just about set for this championship game between the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs and the Socastee Braves in the championship game of the Mingo Bay Classic. Cam Freeman, like I mentioned, coming into this game, a very good pitcher. This will be his 5th start of the season. Has a 3-1 record, only allowing 4 earned runs, has 11 walks, 36 strikeouts, a 1.4 ERA, and a .9 whip. And he will face off against these Socastee Braves, who have been playing very, very well to start off the season. And they look to continue their hot start of the season, and as both of these teams head more firmly into region play. Region play already started for both of these teams, but it's heading more and more towards the nitty-gritty of the region portion of the season. And this would be a huge momentum boost for both of these teams, as Trey Rocky steps in. And we are just about set to get this game underway here this afternoon. Trey Rocky comes in with a .333 batting average. Has 16 runs, or excuse me. Has 16 runs and 6 RBI on the season. The first pitch is a ball just a little bit low, and we are underway. Start time of this game, 1:59, and a minute early than the 2 o'clock projected start. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Just threw it down at the knees, getting Rocky to chase at it. And it's a 1-1 count. 73 degrees and mostly sunny out here. A beautiful day for baseball. That pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's a 1-2 count to Rocky. The 1-2. Swung on and fouled down the left field line. And we'll do it all over again at 1-2. Starting lineup once again for the Braves. It will be Trey Rocky, the left fielder, leading it off. Ethan Brecky, the third baseman, at batting second. Batting third and playing center field is Maddox Smith. As the 2-1 pitch, long look in by Freeman, and now actually a time will be called by Rocky, so we'll reset and try it all over again. Batting cleanup and catching is Cade Bird. Jordan Murphy is the first baseman, batting fifth. That pitch is hit. They will say it hit him, even though it looked like he was trying to swing. But they will say it hit Rocky, so he will head down to first base with a hit by a pitch. That brings up Ethan Brecky, the third baseman, as the umpires converse for a second, probably just confirming what they saw and confirming that it was in fact a hit by a pitch. Ethan Brecky comes into this game batting .353, has 12 runs and 18 RBI. Runner on first base, nobody out to start off this game. Bunt attempt, and a perfectly placed bunt into no man's land. Ranging over is the second baseman, Velez, and he does not have time to get the speedy Brecky at first base. An absolutely perfect bunt that Brecky lunged at, poked it right into no man's land, right in between Freeman on the mound and Garganis at first base, and Velez was the one that had to charge for it and just could not get it over to first base in time to catch the speedy Brecky. That pitch, another bunt attempt. This one's perfectly laid down the third baseline, and a high throw by Rivera allows a run to score. So an E5 on another bunt. This one perfectly placed down the third base line. And just like that, Socastee is on the board already. It's a 1-0 ball game. What a crazy start to this game. 2 straight perfectly placed bunts. One to the right side of the infield. The second one now to the left side. Now runners at the corner with nobody out still. And that'll bring up Cade Bird. The first pitch to Bird is swung on and missed. A strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Bird batting .291 on the season thus far with 12 runs and 16 RBI. And he has an opportunity to get another RBI right here. That pitch is a strike at the knees. And it's 0-2. Oh, 0-2 count. Freeman trying to get the first out of the inning. That pitch just off the plate. Just a little outside. And it's 1-2. Trying to catch that low outside corner and just could not quite get the call. Looked like it was good from my angle. The 1-2. Ball in the dirt. Nice job by Kingston to block it, keeping it in front of him, and making sure that Brecky does not go home. Runners on the corner, 1-0 ball game. Socastee in the lead early on here in the first inning. Still in the top half of the first. Long look in by Freeman. Now gets set and deals. That ball's fouled off towards the parking lot. Look out below for a car. Sounds like, I thought I heard a plunk. It might have hit something. I'm not sure what exactly. But always an adventure here if you park down that left field line. That pitch misses well up and in. And it's now a full count. Three and two, nobody out. Runners at the corner. Already a 1-0 ball game. The payoff pitch. Swung on and chopped up the middle into center field. In there for a base hit. And a run will score. That'll be an RBI single for Bird. And the Braves are up 2-0. Now runners at first and second. Still nobody out. And this is not how you wanted things to start as a Chief fan. Kingston will go out to talk with Freeman. Both talk some strategy and also try to settle him down, try to get him under control once again. Freeman, the Georgia Tech commit, normally very effective, very efficient at the mound, but tonight having some problems against these Braves. Jordan Murphy steps into the box. Murphy batting .296 on the season. The first pitch to Murphy is flown out down the right field line. That'll drop in front of the right fielder Boyers. Rounding third and heading for home and getting in there safely is Smith. And in the process, Bird advances to third as well. It's an RBI single for Murphy. And the Braves are up 3-0. So 3 straight hits. Well, two hits and an error has led to 3 runs scoring early on in this ball game. That'll bring up Hayden Johnson, the designated hitter. Hayden Johnson coming into this one with a .351 batting average, with 9 runs and 12 RBI. The first pitch, and he will get out. He will line out to the third baseman. So that'll be the first out of the inning. Finally, the Chiefs get an out. And that'll bring up Lake Jones. Jones comes into this one with a .214 batting average. The pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1 to Jones. Jones with a .214 batting average has 6 runs and 2 RBI on the season. Runners at the corner, 1 away. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice job by Kingston blocking it once again. 1-1 count now. 1-1, 1 away. Runners at the corner. 3-0 Socastee in the lead. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled back, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Defensive alignment for the Chiefs. Left to right in the outfield, it's Simpson, Vereen, and Boyers. Third to first, Rivera, Lugo, Velez, and Gerganis. As that ball is hit out over to the shortstop, thrown on to second for 1, on to first in time for the double play. 6-4-3 double play gets Freeman out of the jam, but not before Socastee puts a 3 spot on the board and takes an early 3-0 lead. Chiefs' first opportunity up to the plate coming up in the bottom half of the first inning here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. First opportunity for the Chiefs to come up to the plate and try to get some runs back after giving up 3 to start off the game in the top half of the first inning. J.J. Velez steps in. The first pitch to Velez is a strike on the low inside corner, and it's 0-1. They will face off against Jacob Daniels. This is his 5th appearance of the season. It's only his 2nd start as that ball is grounded over to the third baseman. Not able to hang on to it, but able to recover and throw a bullet over to first base in time is Brecky from third. And there's 1 away. Brecky had some trouble with that one off of the bat. Bobbled it for a second, but then threw an absolute bullet to Murphy. And gets the speedy Velez at first. That'll bring up Jomar Lugo. The first pitch is the ball low and inside, and it's 1-0 to Lugo. Defensive alignment for Socastee as the 1-0 pitch is a ball up and in, 2-0. Defensive alignment for Socastee, left to right in the outfield, Rocky, Smith, and Jones. Left to right in the infield as the 2-0 is a ball low, 3-0 now. Left to right is Brecky, Wojcik, Hartis, and Murphy, and Bird is doing the catching. As that pitch is a strike on the high outside corner, and it's 3-1. Bird doing the catching for Jacob Daniels. The 3-1. Swung on and chopped at the plate, and we'll do it all over again at 3-2. Like I mentioned, Daniels, this is his second start of the season, has a 1-0 record, has had 11 walks, 10 strikeouts, a 2.4 ERA, and a 1.63 whip, as that is a ball low and away. And the first base runner for the Chiefs gets on via the walk. That'll bring up Burgess Garganis, the first baseman. Runner on first base, one away for the Chiefs. The first pitch to Garganis is a ball just off the plate outside. And it's a 1-0 count. Garganis comes into this game with a .429 batting average. Pickoff throw over to first base, keeping Lugo close. Garganis has 10 runs and 11 RBI on the season. That pitch is a ball low and inside. 2-0 now. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and grounded down the left field line, foul. We'll do it all over again at 2-1. This is the 15th time that these two teams have faced off in the Max Preps era, and Socastee has dominated the series thus far. The pitch. Ball just a little bit low, and now it's a 3-1 count to Garganis. Socastee leading the series 12-2 overall. Chiefs haven't won a game against Socastee since 2012, according to Max Preps. That ball swung on and missed. Stealing second in there safely, sliding in is Lugo. A high throw by Bird is not able to get the speedy Lugo. So now there's a runner on in scoring position with one away. Payoff pitch to Garganis is chopped at the plate, and we'll do it all over again. Like I mentioned, Chiefs haven't won a game against Socastee since 2012, according to Max Preps, and these two teams last faced off earlier this season in the Coastal Invitational Tournament championship game, where the Braves won 9-8. That ball is grounded up the middle, grabbed by the second baseman. What a great diving grab, and they get Lugo hanging out. Oh no, actually, excuse me. They will say that Lugo got back in time. But a great diving grab on the line drive by Garganis. Mark that as an L4. And there are two away. Almost got Lugo hanging out to dry on second base, but they called that he just barely got in. As Luke Rice puts a high fly ball, and that'll drop in front of the right fielder, and he loses it. And in the process, that will allow Lugo, who was going on contact with two away, to get in from second. So mark that as an RBI single for Luke Rice. Not sure if Lugo would have been sent if it wasn't for the bobble in right field, but either way, you have to count that as an RBI single for Rice. That'll bring up Anderson Boyers. The first pitch to him is a strike on a low inside corner to the lefty, and it's 0-1. Second pitch is flown out. Diving grab! What an amazing grab by Smith in center field to end the inning. But not before the Chiefs get on the board and cut the deficit down to 2. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 1 full 3-1 ball game, Socastee in the lead here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Bottom of the order, and then we head right back up to the top here in the top half of the second inning. 8-9-1 due up for Socastee. Andy Hardis will lead it off for the Braves. This game has been offensive-minded already. The first pitch to Hardis is a ball in the dirt, and it's a 1-0 count. And both of these pitchers looking to work very quickly, as Freeman's already set, and he deals. That pitch misses up and in, and it's 2-0. And that's something, for all of the people who've talked about pace of play and everything, saying that baseball is a slower game. Maybe it used to be that way, and maybe it is in the majors. That pitch misses low. It's a 3-0 count now. And obviously things slow down when there are runners on base. But even this game thus far, with a lot of runners on base, the 3-0 pitch is a strike on the high outside corner. And it's a 3-1 count. Just a get-me-over fastball by Freeman. Even with runners on base, these pitchers have been working very quickly. The 3-1 is fouled at the plate, and it'll be a full count now. Hardis comes into this game with a .212 batting average, 6 runs and 3 RBI on the season. The 1-2 is a ball up and in. 3-2 count. The payoff pitch misses up and in, and Hardis works the walk to start off the top half of the second inning. That'll bring up Rocco Wojcik. Wojcik comes into this game with a .154 batting average. Has 6 runs and 3 RBI on the season. Runner on first base, nobody out. The first pitch to Wojcik is a strike right down the heart of the plate. And it's 0-1. A nice pitch right there by Freeman. Just trying to get it over and build some confidence back in his fastball. Rivera playing very in on the dirt, anticipating the bunt. Bunt comes on, but the ball is missed outside. And it's a 1-1 count. Wojcik pulled it back. 1-1, nobody out, runner on first base. Bunt attempt gets tipped at the plate, and it's now a 1-2 count. 3-1 ball game. Socastee had a very eventful first inning. Look over to first base. Now Freeman gets set and now steps off. And we'll reset. The pitch. Swung on and hit up the middle into center field for a base hit. And getting it in quickly is Vereen. So runners now on first and second with nobody out. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order. And Trey Rocky, who was hit by a pitch to start off the game, and then eventually came around to score Socastee's first run of the game. Rivera playing well in on the dirt on the grass over at third. Expecting the bunt. We'll see if it's on. Runners on first and second, no one out. The bunt is on, and a ball high, snap throw down to second base. But Hardis is able to get back in safely. Hardis not taking a huge lead, although he has that third base wide open with Rivera playing in on the grass. The 1-0 is another snap throw down to second base, and Chiefs have to be kind of careful with that because Kingston, if you throw one into center field, that could spell trouble. Although Vereen was playing behind, was coming in behind as a backup for Velez. The pitch, tried to hack at it, but missed it. And now it's a 1-2 count. The bunt was on again, but now with 2 strikes, not expecting the bunt here. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Or excuse me, nobody out. The 1-2. Swung on and missed out in the dirt. And it did go in the dirt, but with the runner on first base, don't have to worry about throwing it down to first. And there's 1 away. That'll bring up Ethan Brecky, who's 1 for 1 today. Singled and then came around to score in the first inning. Runners on first and second, 1 away now. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. And it's a 1-0 count. Long look in by Freeman. Now gets set and deals. That's a strike at the knees. And it's 1-1. We are here at the Hank Hester Sports Complex here in North Myrtle Beach. The 1-1 plunks him. And Brecky will head down to first base. Bases are loaded now with just 1 away. And that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Maddox Smith, who reached on an error by Rivera in the first inning and then eventually came around to score. Kingston went out to talk some strategy with Freeman. Both of the corner infielders, both Rivera and Gerganis at third and first, are playing in on the grass, while the middle infielders are playing in double play depth. The pitch. Ball low and inside to Smith, and it's 1-0. Dimensions here at the Hank Hester Sports Complex. 310 down each line with the 355 to stray away center field. The 1-0. Ball up and inside, 2-0. Huge opportunity for Socastee to blow this game wide open. Already up by 2, 3-1 in the top half of the second inning. The pitch. Swung on and chopped at the plate, and we'll do it all over again at 2-1. The Chiefs wearing their blue jerseys, their straight-up blue jerseys. That pitch misses low. 3-1 count now. Chiefs wearing their regular straight blue jerseys with the Chiefs on the front in the Blue Jays design lettering in yellow lettering, and the white pants. The pitch. That misses high, and Cam Freeman walks in a run. So with the bases loaded, the walk scores a run. Hardest comes home, and it is now a 4-1 ball game. And that'll bring out Coach Alderson. And we'll see, especially with this being the championship game, but also worrying about how he is moving forward. You don't want a game like this to ruin one of your 2 aces' confidence and then going into region play. Looks like they're going to keep him in, so this is just a matter of trying to get him settled in and trying to get him calmed down and say, hey, you know how to pitch. Get back to what you're known for, and start getting some guys out. Bases are still loaded, 1 away. And that'll bring up Cade Bird. He's 1 for 1 today. Had an RBI single in the first inning, and almost scored. Got all the way to third, but was stranded there. The first pitch to Bird. Ball gets past the catcher, but with that short backstop here at Hank Hester Sports Complex, it bounces very quickly right back to Kingston, and none of the runners are able to advance. Socastee wearing their all-black jerseys. That pitch once again misses. That one's a little weaker, and as a result, the runner at third, Wojcik, is able to come home on the wild pitch. So 2 straight wild pitches. First one does not come back to bite him, but that one a little weaker, and as a result, all runners are able to advance, and it's now a 5-1 game. Cam Freeman having command issues today, and that does not bode well for the Chiefs. Now all of the infield are playing in on the grass, trying to avoid any more runs from scoring. 2-0 count. Freeman gets set and deals. Swung on and fouled back. And it'll be a 2-1 count. Socastee wearing their all-black jerseys, the black shirts with white pinstripes and black numbers with the white outlines, and all black, pure black pants. As that ball is grounded over to the second baseman, throwing home and getting the runner at home. What a great throw by Velez. What a great job by Velez. And now they've got a runner in a pickle. And they will get him as well. And that's a very interesting double play. So the runner gets thrown out at home, and then Bird gets caught up in the pickle and gets tagged out by Gerganis at first base. But not before 2 more runs come in for Socastee. It is now a 6-1 ball game here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the second inning. The first pitch is a ball low and inside. Second pitch is a ball up and in to Kevin Rivera, who leads it off. The 2-0 is a ball up high. 3-0 now. And a correction I have to make. in the process of that pickle, Maddox Smith was also able to score, he being the man at second. So it is now a 6-3 ball game. The 3-0 pitch is a strike right down the heart of the plate. Just get me over fastball, and it's a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back, and we'll have a full count now to Rivera. The payoff pitch to Rivera is swung on and fouled back. We'll do it all over again. Rivera comes in with a 100 batting average. The payoff pitch is swung on and flown out deep out into left field. Ranging out and making the catch is Rocky for the first out of the inning. So one away now, and that'll bring up A.J. Vereen. And now, looks like something happened to Daniels on that last pitch. And the manager for Socastee comes out just to make sure. Just did a quick check, had him throw one pitch just to make sure that he was all right. And it looks like he is. So we are set to resume once again. Daniels stays in the ballgame. The first pitch to Vereen is swung on and missed for strike one, and it's 0-1. Vereen put a big hack on that one right there. Vereen batting .207. That pitch misses low in the dirt and gets past the catcher Bird, but no harm, no foul with no one on base. Vereen batting .207 thus far this season, 10 runs and 4 RBI. That miss is a strike called on the inside part of the plate, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 offering. Called strike 3 on the low inside corner, and there are 2 away. That'll bring up Grayson Simpson. Simpson will hit one over to the right side, fielded by the second baseman Hardis, and thrown on to first in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After 2 full, it's 6-1 Socastee here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Five, 6, 7 due up for the Braves here in the top half of the third inning. It will be Jordan Murphy leading it off for Socastee. He's 1 for 1 today with an RBI single. The first pitch to Murphy from Freeman will hit off his bat, roll down the third base line, and Murphy will get in safe. He did not even swing the bat. It was a ball up and in. He ducked, and in the process of ducking, not moving the bat at all, it ricochets off of his bat down the third base line perfectly, I might add, and Rivera has no play. That's baseball for you, folks. Just a dumb luck play, hit it where they ain't, and just like that, one pitch, Socastee has a runner on first base. There are days where things just go right for a team, and it looks like that's what's happening to Socastee today. The first pitch to Johnson is a ball low and away, and it's 1-0. Rivera playing on the grass again, looking for a potential bunt. That pitch misses low and away, and it's a 2-0 count now. And Freeman just having some command problems today, not able to locate his fastball at all. Freeman, the Georgia Tech commit. The pitch. Strike right down the heart of the plate, and it's 2-1 just to get me over fastball for Freeman. Freeman ranked the 7th best prospect in the state of South Carolina. The 2-1 ball just off the outside part of the plate, and it's now a 3-1 count. 7th ranked prospect in the state of South Carolina, 310th prospect in the nation. Going to Georgia Tech, the 3-1. Strike called on the low outside corner, and it's now a full count. Most known for his baseball acumen, obviously getting recruited by Georgia Tech for baseball as a pitcher, but is also the quarterback for the Chiefs on the football team. That ball is chopped up the middle over to the shortstop. He'll take it himself, step on the bag for one, throw on to first in time for the double play. So mark that as a 6-6-3 double play. And after the very weird start to the inning, Freeman is able to get 2 outs and trying to have his first easy inning of the afternoon. Now that pitch misses well up and in, and it's 0-1 to Lake Jones, who is 0 for 1 today, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play to end the first inning. The 1-0. Ball just low, and it's a 2-0 count now. The strike on the low inside corner, and it's now a 2-1 count. Two and one, 2 away. The pitch. That ball's fouled back, and it's a 2-2 count now. After giving up 3 runs in each of the first 2 innings, this has been a good bounce-back inning for Cam Freeman thus far, looking to finish it off with an out here. The 2-2. Ball up and away, and it's a full count now. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate, and Freeman has his simplest inning yet, only giving up 1 hit, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. After 2.5, still 6-1 Socastee here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. 9-1-2 due up for the Chiefs as we head to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Caden Kingston leading it off. This will be his first plate appearance of the day. Kingston, as that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Kingston batting 167 on the season. Does not have a run yet, but does have 3 RBIs. The 1-0 is a high pop-up, will go out of play, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and dribbled up the middle, ranging out, getting it is Bird from the catcher's position and throws on the first in time for the first out of the inning. So a little dribbler right up the middle. Bird had to come out of his crouch and fire a bullet to Murphy at first. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, J.J. Velez. He's 0 for 1 today. Ground out to the third baseman. The first pitch to Velez is a changeup that drops over the heart of the plate. And it's 0-1. Jacob Daniels is considered a follow prospect according to Perfect Game. That pitch just off the plate. And it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 is popped high into down the right field line, ranging out and making the catch at the line is Jones in right field. And there are 2 away. That'll bring up Jomar Lugo, who has the Chiefs' only run of the day. Worked a walk in the first inning, stole second, and then eventually came around to score. Came around to score on an RBI single by Luke Rice. The pitch. Curveball misses low. And it's 1-0. The 1-0. Ball up and away, and it's a 2-0 count now. 6-1 ball game. Chiefs in the lead here in the bottom half of the third inning. The pitch hits the high inside corner, and it's a 2-1 count now. Working quickly. The 2-1 is swung on and lined down the left field line. That'll drop in there down the line, rounding first and heading for second, and standing up with a stand-up double is Jomar Lugo, and the Chiefs are still in business here in the bottom half of the third inning with a runner in scoring position and 2 away. That'll bring up Burgess Garganis. He's 0 for 1 today, lined out to the second baseman in the first inning. The first pitch to Garganis. Changeup drops in over the plate, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled off. And we'll do it again at 0-2. Daniels gets set. And now deals. That ball is hit out into left center field. Ranging out and able to make the catch is Rocky in left field. And that'll end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on base. After 3 full, still 6-1 Socastee here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. 8-9-1 due up for Socastee. In the top half of the fourth inning, it'll be Andy Hardis leading it off. He is 0 for does not have an official at bat yet today. At the first pitch to Hardis is a ball low and inside, and it's a 1-0 count. Hardis had a walk to start off the second inning, and then eventually came around to score. The 1-0 is a ball up and in, and it's a 2-0 count now. The 2-0 pitch. Ball just a little low. Tried to hit the knees, but just could not quite place it right. Might have gotten that call if he had a little bit better command. That pitch is just about in the same spot, and this time it is a called strike. A little 3-0 expansion of the strike zone. The 3-1, that ball misses low and inside, and a 5-pitch walk gives the Braves a runner on first base and nobody out. That'll bring up Rocco Wojcik. And this is the battle of the quarterbacks. Cam Freeman, the quarterback for the Chiefs. For the Chiefs football team. Rocco Wojcik, the quarterback for the Socastee football team. That pitch misses low and inside, and it's 1-0. Wojcik 1 for 1 today. Had a single and a run scored. Long look in from Freeman. 6-1 ball game. Runner on first base. The pitch. Strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's 1-1. 1-1 count. Runner on first base. Rivera playing on the grass again, looking for a potential bunt. The pitch low and away in the dirt. 2-1. Freeman looking in for the sign. Now looks over to first base. Now gets set. And deals. That pitch is chopped over to the first baseman. Thrown on to second for 1. But not able to get the ball out quickly enough. No one was able to get over to first base quickly enough to get Wojcik at first. So a 3-6 fielder's choice will give the Braves a runner on first base with 1 away now. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. And Trey Rocky, who is another dual sport athlete for Socastee. He is a safety on the football team. The first pitch to Rocky is a strike on the low inside corner, and it's 0-1. Runner on first base, 1 away. Rivera once again playing on the grass, anticipating a potential bunt. This pitch is swung on and blooped out into no man's land down the right field line. Diving and making the catch. An incredible catch by Boyers down the right field line. And there are 2 away. In the process of making that catch, however, Wojcik was able to move to second base. But what an incredible diving play by Boyers. And there are 2 away. Runner on second base now with 2 away. That'll bring up Ethan Brecky. He is 1 for 1 today. Singled, came around to score, and was also hit by a pitch. The first pitch misses low, and it's a 1-0 count now. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and chopped over to the shortstop. High chopper. Tried to get a throw on, but could not get the speedy Brecky. And that ball was a high chopper. Lugo had to wait for it to come down. And in the process, Brecky was able to beat it out for the single. Now runners on the corner with 2 away. And that'll bring up Maddox Smith, who is 0 for 1 today, but has reached both times. First on an error by Rivera and then on a walk. And has drove in a run and has scored twice. So he's had a productive day even without a base hit. Runners at the corner, 2 away. The first pitch. Ball low and away, and it's a 1-0 count. Smith is considered the 14th ranked South Carolina prospect. So he is definitely a guy to be on the lookout for. Moving forward, that pitch misses low. 2-0 count now. Runners on the corner, 2 away, 6-1 ball game. Socastee in the lead. The 2-1. Strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's now a 2-2 count. Just give me 2-1. The 2-1. Runner goes even before the pitch is thrown, and in the process, he is able to easily take second base. It was a called strike. The pitch was right down the middle. But an easy stolen base for Brecky, and probably a good decision for Kingston not to hold on to that, not to throw that ball. That ball in the dirt now. Kingston able to block it, holding both runners at their respective bases. But I'm kind of surprised that Brecky left so early, because if he had waited a little bit and maybe tried to lure a throw, it could have potentially allowed Wojcik to score on the delayed double steal. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Chiefs avoid any more runs scoring. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. And after 3.5, it is still 6-1 Socastee here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Middle of the order due up for the Chiefs as they try to get something going offensively. Starting to run out of time down in the bottom of the 4th inning now, trailing by 5, 6-1 ball game. Luke Rice steps up to the plate. First pitch to him is a strike at the knees. And it's 0-1. He is 1 for 1 today with an RBI single. The 1-0-1. Strike in the low inside corner, and it's 0-2. Daniels putting those pitches in perfect positions. That pitch is fouled off, and we'll do it all over again at 0-2. Having perfect command of his fastball to start off this inning. The 0-2. Ball in the dirt. Nice block by Bird, and it's 1-2 now. Rice, another one of those dual sport athletes in this game. Lineman for the football team. That pitch is swung on and grounded over to the shortstop. And the shortstop, it took an errant bounce. Wojcik thought that, oh no, actually he caught it. He caught it on a line drive. I thought that one had bounced first. But Wojcik, he was ranging to his right and then had to lean to his left, overshot it a little bit, but was still able to make the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll put one out on the board, and that'll bring up Anderson Boyers, who watches the first pitch sail past him outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. That pitch is grounded down the right, into the hole, into right field. A great shot past the diving Hardis at second base into straightaway right field for a 1-out single. That'll bring up Kevin Rivera. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left to start the second inning. The first pitch to Rivera. Ball up and inside. And it's 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled off behind the backstop. And it's a 1-1 count. Aces are wild. 1 on, 1 out, and a 1-1 count. The 1-1. Changeup is left right up the middle of the plate, and that ball is hit on a line into center field for a base hit. Rivera just sat back on that pitch, and launched it into straightaway center field for a 1-out single. Now runners on first and second with 1 away, and the Chiefs are threatening. That'll bring up A.J. Vereen as the tomahawk chop goes up here at Hank Hester Sports Complex. A.J. Vereen, while his numbers don't say much, he is the 50th ranked South Carolina prospect according to Impact Baseball and has already committed to NC Central as he lays down a perfect bunt throw over to first base in time from Brecky. But in the process, he will move both runners over, so mark that as a sacrifice bunt, 5-3. And now there are 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away, and that'll bring up Grayson Simpson. Simpson 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the second baseman to end the second inning. The first pitch to Simpson. Strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lined over to the shortstop. Fielded, but a high throw goes over the head of Murphy, and 2 runs will score. A high throw by Wojcik allows 2 runs to score for the Chiefs, and now it's a 6-3 ball game. Definitely mark that as an E6. That'll bring up Caden Kingston, who is 0 for 1 today, grounded out to the catcher to start the third inning. Just hit a little dribbler at the plate. The first pitch to Kingston. Swung on and lined down the left field line, but grabbed by Brecky at third and thrown on to first in time for the final out of the inning, but not before the Chiefs put 2 on the board. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. After 4 full, it is 6-3 Socastee here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Middle of the order due up for Socastee. 4, 5, 6 will lead it off. It'll be Cade Bird leading it off. And he is another one of those two-sport athletes for Socastee. He's also a linebacker on the football team. He's 1 for 2 today. Had an RBI single and had another RBI in a very weird play to end the second inning. Hit a ground ball with runners on second and third. And the ball was thrown home, getting the runner from third going, as the first pitch to Bird is well up and inside. And it's 1-0 to Bird. And he got himself caught into a pickle, but in the process allowed Maddox Smith to score from second. That pitch misses low, and it's a 2-0 count. And looks like Kingston got jammed by that pitch, and the home plate umpire, will walk the ball out to Freeman to give Kingston a little bit of extra time to get his hands situated. And now we are back set and ready to go. The 2-0 pitch. Ball just a little bit low, and it's a 3-0 count. 6-3 ball game. Socastee in the lead. North Myrtle Beach getting 2 in the last half inning to cut the deficit. The 3-0. Ball low and away, and a 4-pitch walk for Bird puts a runner on first base with nobody out to start off the 5th inning. That'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Jordan Murphy. He is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and an RBI. And now the pitching coach will go out to talk with Cam Freeman, and actually he will take the ball from Freeman. So that'll end Cam Freeman's day on the hill. So we'll take a quick break and come right back with the new pitcher and Cam Freeman's final line right here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. J.J. Velez will come in from second base to pitch for the Chiefs. And he will face off against Jordan Murphy to start off his day. Grayson Simpson will move from left field out to second base as that ball is popped high over towards the dugout and will bounce, will fly over our heads down here. And now it's an 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch. Ball low and inside. 1-1 count now. JJ Velez, this is his 7th appearance on the season. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled back, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Has 3 saves on the season. Has not given up an earned run yet. Only has given up 1 run thus far this season. Has 1 walk and 9 strikeouts. And a 6.68 whip as a pickoff throw almost gets Bird leaning. He had to scurry back to the bag and just barely got in. The 1-2 pitch. Stolen base, a great jump by Bird. Bird was going on the pitch, and the throw down by Kingston is a little high and wouldn't have been in time anyway to get Bird. So now Socastee has a runner in scoring position with nobody out, trying to extend their lead back out after giving up 2 in the last half inning. Still up by 3, 6-3 ball game in the top half of the 5th inning. Long look over to second. Now Velez steps off. Now Velez gets set once again. Looking over to second, now deals. That ball is chopped up the middle, or actually over to the shortstop, down into the hole, and fielded by Lugo, thrown on to first in time for the first out of the inning. But on the throw, Bird is able to move over to third. So now there's a runner 90 feet away from scoring the 7th run for Socastee. That'll bring up Hayden Johnson. He is 0 for 2 today, lined out to the third baseman, and then grounded out into a 6-6-3 double play. Infield all playing in on the grass, trying to avoid the runner from scoring. The first pitch to Johnson will not come yet as Velez steps off. Now he gets set once again and deals. Swung on and missed. A changeup that got Johnson to swing over the top of it and out in front. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ball just off the plate, low and away. And the PA guys, the stat guys in the other room, and the coaches in the other room on the other side of the wall were not happy about that call whatsoever. Velez steps off once again, now gets set. The 1-1. Long look over to third, and now steps off again. Really being wary of the runner at third. Making sure to keep a close eye on Bird. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. About a 58-footer. And Kingston does a nice job of blocking that one. Now Kingston will go out, talk to Velez, try to settle him down a little bit. and just walks the ball to him, walks him back to the mound, and says, come on, let's get this done. We got this. 2-1 count, one away, 6-3 ball game. Socastee in the lead, trying to add another run on the board right here. Runner on third base. The pitch is not coming as they try to pick off to third. But Bird is able to get it in. Velez gets set. And now delivers. That ball is swung on and missed for strike two, and it's now a 2-2 count. Two and two, one away. Velez gets set. And now fires. Strike three called right down the heart of the plate, and there's two away. That'll bring up Blake Jones, who is 0 for 2 today. Ended the first and the third inning, first with a 6-4-3 double play, and then with a strikeout looking in the third. So, hey, we'll see if he can pull off an interesting hat trick, ending each of the odd-numbered innings as that ball plunks him, so he will not end the inning this time. He will reach first base on the hit by a pitch. That'll bring up Andy Hardis, who does not have an official at-bat today, walked twice to start off each of the even-numbered innings, the second and fourth inning. And then in the second inning, eventually he did come around to score. The first pitch to Hardis is swung on and tipped into the catcher's glove, and it's 0-1. 0-1, two away, runners at the corners in a 6-3 ball game. The 0-1. Ball in the dirt, and it's a 1-1 count now. Velez, long look in. Now gets set. And deals. Ball missing inside. And it's a 2-1 count now. Two and one, two outs. The pitch. Swung on and fell back, and we'll do it all over again at 2-2. This the championship game of the Mingo Bay Classic Tournament. And along with this game, everyone else is playing except for Myrtle Beach and Kings Academy, with Kings Academy having some injury issues and as a result saying that they would forego the last day as the runner goes, and now they have the runner at third in a pickle. Throw over to third base, and they will get him at third for the final out of the inning. Jones tried to steal second before the pitch was even thrown, and Velez held on to it and ran towards the bag, but then luckily for him, and a smart decision for him, he held the ball, and when Bird tried to go home thinking that he had the opportunity, he ran back to third, flipped it to Rivera for the final out of the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. After 4.5, it is still 6-3 Socastee here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Top of the order due up for the Chiefs, as it will be J.J. Velez leading things off. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out to the third baseman and a fly out to right as that pitch misses up and in. And it's 1-0 to Velez. Chiefs would certainly like to get something going here in the fifth as that ball is grounded into the hole into the sixth hole, and sliding into the bag in there safely is Velez. Wojcik had to go into the hole, backhand it, and tried to make a strong throw, but the speedy Velez sliding into first base gets in there safely with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Jomar Lugo. He is 1 for 1 today. Had a double, a walk, and a run scored. Runner on first base, nobody out. Lugo has the only run scored of the game. The first pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. We'll see if the bunt is on. Third baseman not playing all that in, playing in just barely into the indent in the dirt. The 0-1. Strike on the low inside corner, and it's quickly 0-2 to Lugo. The 0-2 pitch. Ball up. And it's 1-2. Now a pinch runner coming in. Colin Frazier will take over as the pinch runner for Velez at first. So Frazier now at first base. The pitch. Swung on and popped high. And it will bounce off of the press box. Just to my right. And we'll do it again at 1-2. 1-2, runner on first base, nobody out. 6-3 ball game. Chiefs trailing by 3. The pitch. Swung on and lined down the left field line, but foul. And we'll do it all over again at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and lined down the left field line. This one, it'll stay fair. Oh, no, actually, excuse me. It will land foul again. Lugo thought that it was staying fair this time, but just falling foul. And we'll do it all over again at 1-2. 1-2, nobody out. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Once again, and we'll do it all over again at 1-2. Lugo, if nothing else, is making Daniels work, is making him throw a lot of pitches in this at-bat. That pitch is chopped into left field, down the line, in there for a base hit. A single for Lugo puts 2 runners on base. Runner on first and second now. 2 straight singles to start off the inning. And that'll bring up Burgess Garganis, who is 0 for 2 today. Lined out to the second baseman and flew out to the left fielder. Manager for Socastee goes out to the mound, and we'll see if that signals the end of the day for Daniels. Looks like they're going to keep Daniels in. And it's just a strategy meeting for Socastee. But the Chiefs trying to get something going. They had 1 run in the first inning, and then 2 more last inning. And they are, in fact, going to keep Daniels in. This is the perfect opportunity, however, for the Chiefs to get something going. And now the tying run is at the plate. The pitch. Changeup drops in over the heart of the plate. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded over to the third baseman. He'll step on the bag at third for 1. Throw on the first base for the double play. So a 5-3 double play. Hurts the rally. Basically destroys the rally at this point. And that'll bring up Luke Rice. So runner on second base now with 2 away. Oh, actually, no, excuse me. They actually called Garganis safe as the first pitch is a changeup missing low. And it's 1-0. So Garganis reaches on the 5 unassisted fielder's choice. So now runners on first and second with 1 away. Fastball misses inside and gets past the catcher, Bird, and in the process, both runners are able to advance. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away. And now this is the opportunity that the Chiefs desperately need. The pitch. Swung on and popped high into shallow center field. Ranging in and making the catch is Smith. Tagging and getting in safely is Lugo. And that'll give the Chiefs their 4th run of the game, now down by 2. It's a 6-4 ball game. So a sacrifice fly for Rice does the trick. That'll bring up Anderson Boyers. He is 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. The first pitch to Boyers is swung on and missed for strike 1. Some high heat that he couldn't catch up to. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and chopped into right field for a base hit. Not rounding third. Decided to hold up Garganis. So now runners at the corners with 2 away. And that'll bring up Kevin Rivera. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. As the tomahawk chop goes up here at Hank Hester Sports Complex. The leading run is at the plate now. The pitch is swung on and grounded through the glove of the third baseman into left field. 1 run will score, but it will not be enough to advance any other runners. But that will cut the deficit down to 1. It's now a 6-5 ball game. RBI single for Rivera. And the Chiefs are only down by 1. That'll bring up A.J. Vereen. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking and then sacrifice bunted. That pitch is swung on, hit over to the shortstop, flipped over to second base for the final out of the inning. But not before the Chiefs get another run on the board. And another 2 runs on the board. And now they trail by 1. It's a 6-5 ball game. Chiefs down by 1, heading to the top of the 6th inning here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. J.J. Velez comes in for his second inning of work, and he will face off against the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the top half of the 6th inning. 6-5 ball game. Chiefs down by 1 now after getting 2 more runs on the board in the last half inning. The first pitch is a ball up and in to Andy Hardis, and it's 1-0. Hardis has not had an official at-bat yet today, has walked twice, and came around to score once. That ball fouled off. And now it's a 1-1 count. Led off the second inning with a walk as well as the fourth. He could potentially lead off each of the even-numbered innings with a walk if he's able to work one here. The 1-1 pitch. Long look in by Velez, now deals. Ball up and in, actually plunked him. So not quite a walk, but a hit by a pitch for Hardis. And he will reach first to lead off the 6th inning. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Rocco Wojcik, who is 1 for 2. Had a single and a run scored back in the 2nd inning. Rivera playing well in on the grass, anticipating the bunt. The first pitch. He does square, and he places a perfect bunt down the first base line. Garganis gets it and is able to tag Wojcik out for the first out of the inning. But in the process, it moves the runner to second on the sacrifice bunt. So runner on second base with 1 away. That'll bring up Trey Rocky. He is 0 for 2 today. Reached on a hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance, and then eventually came around to score. The first pitch to Rocky is grounded over to the first baseman. Garganis will step on the bag for the second out of the inning, but meanwhile, Hardis will move on to third. So now a runner 90 feet away from home with 2 away. That'll bring up Ethan Brecky. He is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and a run scored. The first pitch to Brecky. Ball in the dirt. Has some trouble, does Kingston, and in the process, as a result of the trouble with the ball in the dirt, Hardis is able to score on the wild pitch. Tough break for the Chiefs as they give up another run, and now it is a 7-5 ball game. Now instead of just needing 1 run to tie it, now you need 2 in the bottom half of the 6th. That misses low and inside, and it's a 2-0 count now. The 2-0 pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's a 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Ball high. 3-1. 3-1, 2 away. 7-5 game. Socastee got out to a very hot start, and then the bats died down a little bit, but now they seem to be getting back into it. That ball is lined out into straightaway center field, but right at Vereen for the final out of the inning, but not before the Braves manufacture a run. 1 run on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. After 5.5, it is 7-5 Socastee here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. New pitcher on the mound for Socastee. It will be number 2, Kyle Buckley. So that'll mark the end of Jacob Daniels' day. He had a pretty good day, but struggled in that last inning, giving up a couple of runs to the Chiefs. Gave up 4 runs in his last 2 innings. Buckley, this is his 7th appearance on the season. 4-0 record for him, along with 1 save. Has given up 5 walks, has 11 strikeouts, 0 ERA, and a 1 whip. The first pitch is a strike at the knees. And it's 0-1 to Grayson Simpson. Wait. That pitch misses up and in. 1-1 count. Simpson 0 for 2 today, reached on an error by the shortstop back in the 4th inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Chiefs. The pitch, he reaches for one and just kind of bloops it out of play. And it's a 1-2 count. One and two, nobody out. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. 2-2 count now. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and slapped down the right field line, but foul. And we'll do it all over again at 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on once again, slapped high into straightaway right field, ranging out and making the catch is Jones for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Caden Kingston. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. The first pitch to Kingston. Ball just off the plate outside, and it's 1-0. Along with this game obviously being the championship game, so the most important game out of every game in the Mingo Bay Classic, that ball fouled off at the plate, and it's a 1-1 count now. There are other games being played today. This afternoon, Carolina Forest is facing off against Greenbrier Christian. Conway facing off against Lakewood. The 1-1 pitch is chopped into the hole, ranging over, making the play, and a strong throw by Wojcik just barely gets Kingston at first base, and that'll give the Chiefs their second out of the inning. That'll bring us back to the top of the order in J.J. Velez. He is 1 for 3 today. The first pitch to Velez. Strike right down the heart of the plate, and it's 0-1. St. James plays Lake City. Waccamaw is playing Carmel Christian. Loris playing Metrolina. Ainer is playing Legion Collegiate. As the 0-1 pitch is reached for and slapped into left center field, in there for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Velez keeps the inning going for the Chiefs. That'll bring up Jomar Lugo, who is 2 for 2 today, with a double, a single, a walk, and 2 runs scored. Bird goes out to talk with Buckley and say, come on, we just need this one more out. Colin Frazier once again comes in to pinch run for Velez, as he did in the last half inning. And the tomahawk chop goes up here in North Myrtle Beach, the Chiefs. And, I mean, I guess if you think about it, the tomahawk chop can work for both of these teams. Socastee, the Braves as well. That pitch misses low in the dirt. 1-0 count. Rounding off the other games being played in the Mingo Bay Classic today. Ainer facing Legion Collegiate as that ball is hit out into straightaway right field, and it gets past the right fielder Jones, rounding third and heading for home, and getting in there safely. That will be an E9, a two-base E9, as the pinch runner gets all the way home on that error by the right fielder Jones, and Lugo is able to get all the way to third. That'll bring up Burgess Garganis. He is 0 for 3 today. Reached on a fielder's choice. So that ball is lined over to the second baseman. Thrown on the first in time by Hardis for the final out of the inning, but not before the Chiefs get another run on the board, cut the deficit down to 1 once again. On 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. And after 6 full, 7-6, Socastee, we head to the final inning here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. J.J. Velez will come in for his third inning of work and try to keep the deficit to within 2-1. And keep it within striking distance for the Chiefs in the bottom half of the 7th. But he will have to contend with the heart of the order for Socastee. 3-4-5 due up. Leading it off will be Maddox Smith. He is 0 for 2 today, but has reached twice. First on an error and then on a walk, and came around to score both times. The first pitch to Smith is a sweet fastball right down the pipe. Swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1. Changeup misses low and away. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Strike on the low outside corner. And it's a 1-2 count now. Velez looking for the sign. And now deals. Ball just off the plate outside. And it's a 2-2 count. Socastee accumulated their 7 runs. 3 runs in the first inning. Off of a couple of hits and an error. And then scored 3 more in the second. And that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 1 away. Scored 3 more in the second inning via a couple of walks, some hit by pitches, and a single, and then a very strange pickle play that did allow a run to score. Then the bats went silent up until the last the last inning. First pitch to Bird is a ball low. 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch to Bird is on its way. That's a strike at the knees. It's a 1-1 count. Bats fell silent until the last inning when a hit by a pitch and then some good manufacturing of a run allowed him to score. That pitch swung on and foul tipped at the plate. And we'll do it again at 1-2. So that's how the Braves have gotten to where they are. Up by 1, 7-6 in the top half of the 7th inning. Stepping off the rubber is Velez. Now he gets set once again and deals. Strike 3 called on a high inside corner, and there are 2 away. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Velez. And he would love nothing more than to strike out the side in the top half of the 7th inning and give the Chiefs some momentum going into the bottom stanza. That'll bring up Jordan Murphy. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and an RBI. And he will plunk Murphy. And that'll bring up Hayden Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 3 today. Runner on first base, 2 away in the top half of the 7th inning. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Just throw the fastball right by you. Just see if you can hit it. And Johnson could not. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. And it's now an 0-2 count. Velez has worked very well out of the bullpen in his 3 innings of work. The 0-2 pitch. Ball just off the plate outside, trying to hit the outside part of the plate. And just could not quite get the call. Now it's a 1-2 count. One of those, especially with an 0-2 count, you're oftentimes trying to get the batter to chase, and that's what he seemed to do. Just could not quite get it done. That pitch misses in the dirt, and it's now a 2-2 count. 2-2, 2 away, runner on first base. Long look in by Velez. Now gets set and throws. Strike 3 called on a high inside corner, and Velez strikes out the side. Two looking, 1 swinging, and the Chiefs now come up to the plate for their last licks, down by 1, 7-6 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, right here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Last licks for the Chiefs, trying to at least tie the game, if not win it in walk-off fashion, and the Chiefs will bring in a pinch hitter to lead it off. Instead of Luke Rice, Billy Barlow will try to be the table setter for the Chiefs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. First pitch is swung on and fouled off by Barlow, and it's 0-1. Barlow, a .261 hitter with 2 runs, 4 RBI. Kind of surprising in a way that they decided to put Barlow in. Rice is a better hitter in all categories than Barlow is. The 0-1 swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's 0-2. Barlow steps out. Chiefs got to where they are with 1 run in the first inning, 2 more in the 4th, 2 more in the 5th, and then another in the 6th. So they've been pretty consistent. That pitch misses in the dirt. Barlow steps out. Now the pitch. Ball up and away. It's a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Swung on and lined into left field, in there for a base hit. Barlow does what he was brought in to do. Get on base and start the inning off strong. That'll bring up Anderson Boyers, who is 2 for 3 today. And if it wasn't for a spectacular diving grab by Smith in left center field, he would have been 3 for 3 today. Boyers having the hot bat tonight. He'll try to put a charge into another one. Actually decides to bunt, and a perfectly placed bunt right up the middle. And ranging in, the pitcher Buckley comes in off the mound and makes the throw over to first base for the first out of the inning. But in the meantime, Barlow moves up to second. So now a runner in scoring position with 1 away. And the Chiefs will try to do what the Braves did back in the 6th inning, which is manufacture a run after getting a runner on first base to start off the inning. Kevin Rivera up to the plate now. The first pitch is swung on and hit over to the shortstop. He cannot hang on to it, and in the process, Rivera is able to beat out the throw. A wonky bounce for Wojcik at shortstop makes him fumble it, and the speedy Rivera gets in time on the E6. Barlow is not able to advance, so runners on first and second now with 1 away. And that will bring up another pinch hitter. Camden Gasky will come in. So Gasky will come in to pinch hit. The first pitch to Gasky is swung on and grounded up the middle, off the second base bag, rounding third and heading for home, and in there standing is Billy Barlow, and the game is tied. A pinch hit, 2 huge clutch pinch hit hits, first by Barlow to start off the inning, and now by Gasky, ties the game up. And we have a brand new ball game. In the meantime, Rivera gets to second. So now the game-winning run is just 180 feet away. Big conference on the mound. Talking some strategy, making sure they have everything in place. Only one away, but there is a runner on first base. So a ground ball could potentially get the Braves out of the jam and send us to extras. Grayson Simpson steps in. He's 0 for 3 today. Reached on an error back in the 4th inning. The first pitch to Simpson. Curveball gets off the glove, and that will allow both runners to advance. Now the winning run is just 90 feet away. The passed ball off the glove of Bird sets the Chiefs up with a... And actually, they will decide to intentionally walk now Simpson. And that'll bring up Caden Kingston. Kingston is 0 for 3 today. Kingston 0 for 3 today with 3 groundouts. Certainly would not, that would be disaster for the Chiefs if that were to happen, if he were to ground into a double play. The infield playing somewhat in. The first pitch is a strike at the knees to Kingston, and it's 0-1. 0-1, one away, tie ball game. First time this game has been tied since the very beginning of the game. Socastee got out to an early lead and looked like they'd be in command of this one. That pitch misses outside. 1-1. Looked like Socastee starting off in this game, looked like they were going to be in control, scored 6 runs in the first 2 innings, but North Myrtle Beach has battled back and now has tied the game up, swung on and missed on the changeup, and it's a 1-2 count. Bases are loaded, 1 away. This for the game. The pitch. Chopped up the middle. Loses the ball, and the Chiefs win it on an E6 by Wojcik. North Myrtle Beach wins it by a final of 8-7 on a Wojcik bobble. A slow roller that it looked like Wojcik would be able to come up with it easily, throw home, get the force out at home. Probably wouldn't have been able to get the double play, but more than likely would have been able to get Rivera at home and avoid the win or avoid the loss. And the Chiefs beat Socastee for the first time since 2012, avenging the loss to the Braves in similar fashion to how the Braves beat the Chiefs back during the Coastal Invitational Tournament. And the Chiefs get some huge momentum going into the home stretch of region play, winning this one by a final score of 8-7 in walk-off fashion, winning the Mingo Bay Classic Championship. Congratulations to the Chiefs on winning the Mingo Bay Classic. A great game, great comeback for the Chiefs. Winning pitcher will be J.J. Velez. The loss will be saddled to Kyle Buckley. So once again, final score 8-7. Chiefs win it in walk-off fashion and win the Mingo Bay Classic of 2021. Next game for the Chiefs will be on the road at Wilson on Tuesday. Their next home game, the next game that we will have on the air will be on Friday when Wilson travels down to North Myrtle Beach. Once again, final score in walk-off fashion to win the Mingo Bay Classic. Chiefs win it 8-7. This has been a presentation of the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network, courtesy of SHN Sports. I'm Brandon Biscobing saying so long, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Once again, final score, North Myrtle Beach winning the Mingo Bay Classic 8-7. So long, everyone.